let's shift the conversation to Thanksgiving. We were sitting there thinking about, like, the part of the fun and pageantry of Thanksgiving is who you're sitting at the table with. Who do you break bread with? So we asked ourselves, Wizards fans, to come up with who would we like to have a Thanksgiving table with for this Thanksgiving. Megan, I'll let you go first. Who are the, and this gives you the entire basketball universe to play with. Give me the 4 people that you want to have at your Thanksgiving table.
So I had the late, great Kobe Bryant, of course.
Yes.
Don Staley.
Yes.
Their resumes speak for themselves. I had Zeke, a.k.a. Isaiah Thomas, the original Isaiah Thomas, and, of course, the late, great Mr. Bill Russell.
Wow, that's a great list. Like, first of all, that's an all-time great list. Look at all the Hall of Famers. And having Kobe Bryant in there, the 5-time NBA champion, Black Mamba, like, Kobe, I don't even need to say he's special because we all understand that, Megan, do we not?
Right. We do. And I have to also mention this, an honorary mention, because you're probably wondering, people might be wondering, well, you're Canadian. Why aren't you picking Vince Carter? Like, that's Mr. Air Canada, all half man, half amazing. He gets honorable mention because we could only do 4. Since we are the 5th person at the table.
You can slide a little chair over for
If
Vince.
I could have done 5, I would have
love
put him in. But since we only did 4 and we're the 5th player, I did not put him on my list.
So now I'm putting you on the spot, Coach. Who are the 4 people at your table for this Thanksgiving?
Look, and Jim's allowed to come our producer because he's
Yes.
a Boston guy who would appreciate Red Auerbach. I love Jim. And by the way, Amanda had a big win as his lovely partner. American, you beat Georgetown. So a lot out there to be grateful for. You got to take Red Auerbach. You taught me my most valuable lesson. Go to lunch. It's half the time and half the price.
Wait a second. Say that again.
It's half the time and half the price. Think about it when you go to nice restaurants. It's quicker, and they always have lunch specials.
I'm done doing dinner dates.
But usually you're at a table. I want Red sitting next to Will so they can discuss, you know, sort of all the times.
Discuss? That's a night or
Hey, I just want to see how that goes. And then I'm in the middle. Of course, John Wooden, you know, the greatest college coach in the world. I was a college coach. And I want him to sit next to Big House Gaines, who, you know, coached her. Hey, Earl Monroe's changing the game in Wake Forest.
About Winston-Salem State. My sister-in-law went there.
Gary Williams tells a story about them going to play Wake, and they stuck over and couldn't get in to see, you know, the Earl of Pearl play. But here's the thing. I'd like to hear John Wooden and Big House Gaines talk about, like, John Wooden got the opportunity at UCLA, and Big House Gaines, because it was a different time, didn't really get the chance to coach at NC State or Carolina or whatever. I'd like to see them next to each other.
I'm curious about the personalities of Red Wilt. Like, between that, what little what hornet's nest are you gonna kick when you get those two together? Because I know you're gonna ask him something to start a whole.
Man, this guy can play in the modern era. I don't want to hear that. I love Russell's championship, but this guy will. I mean, look at him. But I just like to hear him. You know, I'm sure Red would say, "Hey, we had better surrounding players than you did. It's not just Bill Russell, but." And I just like to hear those two chat up close.
Classic matchups from back in the day. Coach, I love your list. I don't want to take up too much time with mine, but I do want to share with the world.
Oh, your list is important.
My list might be kind of cool. Let's see who we got here.
Pat Summer was my alternate.
Hey, look, man. First of all, Bill Russell, just because, if you did not already know, I shouldn't have to explain it. Greg Popovich, because Pop is so unique and such a savant, I have to be around him. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, I mean, come on, we couldn't even fit everything on the screen. And Pat Head Summit, look, good old Rocky Top. Pat is the truth. This is the one table in life where I would never say anything. I would sit with a notepad and just take notes like I'm a secretary. Whatever I have to do to gain the knowledge from these 4 people, these are great. And look, 2 things I noticed. Everybody that we all picked on all 3 of our lists are all Basketball Hall of Famers.
How about that?
And we all included Bill Russell, who, of course, rather fitting that we pay a tribute after his recent passing. Coach, I think we did good on Thanksgiving for him.
No, we didn't, Jim's happy.
Look at us.
But I'll tell you what, there's a lot to be grateful for.